Today we're taking another look at Terra's Luna coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Luna go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into the Luna chart, guys. If you'd like to buy Luna or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. And as you can see, we are now currently sitting at a value of $96 per Luna. And whilst my exact play didn't play out as I expected, we were breaching that key area of support that we did have here at $90. We are now starting to come back up, and it looks like the same pattern is unfolding, just in a bit of a slower manner. But after the past week or so of trading, I realized I have missed probably one of the most important patterns that we have on this chart. So ignore all of our horizontal points of support and resistance. What we have here is quite a large cup and handle pattern, and you'll see it will start from our previous all-time high, which was at $106 per Luna. And what we're going to do is take it down, and you can see that we have this beautiful cup formation right up here, and it's going all the way up to where we peaked over here. Once again, another high, $104, not as high as our previous, but close. We had a cup form, and then from that point what we actually had was a beautiful handle pattern form itself. And not only that, the handle broke out, which is, I think, probably the most major part of this whole sort of situation. Now, the handle's a bit harder to draw in my opinion, just due to the fact that I'd probably say that's the handle. I can't really, I'd say, suggest putting it up there because there's too much price action that falls outside of it. So I'm going to shuffle it down to about there. We only have a little divot outside of that. We've still got the 3 points of contact, but what you can see is that handle has formed itself, and it broke out from that handle on the 19th of March and has now shot back up. And funnily enough, it broke up where it bounced off the 20-day moving average, which is now currently sitting at $89, and it then broke through that $90 horizontal point of resistance. So we are now moving, and I don't think in this run we're going to see anything below 90 again. It looks like we have quite clearly broken out, and things are starting to move quite strongly in an upwards direction, especially with everything else going on in the market at the moment. So if we zoom out and you have a bit of a better look at that, you can really understand how big this pattern actually is. And a cup and handle is extremely bullish, especially when overall we're on that beautiful uptrend that we have in place here. Very, very bullish. And another great thing is, obviously, we are seeing these moving averages coming up to support it. And furthermore, and probably what to me at this point in time is the most interesting, is our volume is still dropping off every single day from where we last looked at it. We were hitting those highs, and our, biggest volume day was here on the 9th of March, close second on the 10th of March when we hit the $104 high, but it has been dropping since that point. That means we are really loading up the spring, ready to burst out. And the fact that we're already moving like this at the moment over the past few days really solidifies that. So wait till that volume starts coming on, when people realize we've had this cup and handle, we've broken out, and more than likely we're about to test our all-time highs, which are sitting at that value of $106. We are going to absolutely explode. And if you understand the premise of what Luna is and what the Terra ecosystem is with UST and all the other currencies, you'll understand why Luna is performing so well compared to all the other cryptos at this point in time, and why I'm so personally bullish on this coin. Really, really exciting stuff. So please look into it if you haven't done so already. I've done a few videos on it as well. Check those out. We're going to have a look at a few more indicators at this point in time. First and foremost, I want to look at the RSI. And the reason for that is we had a big spike, and now, as you can see, it has consolidated downwards. And even though we've had some fantastic movement so far, you know, our low point was basically here at 54.42, pretty much central, and we've only gone up to 60.52. So overall, we've moved upwards in value quite significantly. You know, we hit a low over here on this day, and that low was $82, and we've hit a high today of $97, and we've basically just moved up 6 points. That's it. That means we have plenty of room to run, and I expect we're going to go into the overbought range if we do manage to break out, because it is going to be explosive and you're going to see that volume really starting to come in. I would be very surprised if we started trading sideways or downwards. This is very bullish for me at this point in time. Now, let's look at the MACD. This is one of our favorite indicators. We are red, and yet we're moving up. This is just insane stuff, guys. When we see this 12-day EMA cross back above the 26-day EMA, it will be explosive. And I think that moment will be where that volume does really come into play. We're going to see a cross of the 12-day EMA above the 26-day EMA. The volume is going to come through with that because it is a buy signal. And what you're going to see is a breakout. Obviously, we've had the breakout of the cup and handle pattern, but then we're going to see a breakout above our all-time highs. I would be predicting right now, I'm not going to put a price, but I'm going to say within the next week, we are going to see a brand new all-time high for Luna. Whether that's, you know, $107, which is just slightly higher than our previous, or if it's 110, 115, 120, I can't really put an estimate on that at this point in time, but I believe we are going to see a brand new high next week. That wraps up today's analysis on Luna, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.